I need space here, but no, I thought he was closer to that corner.
Spokane River.
Spokane River. I'm not gonna make that. Didn't go wide enough. Good morning.
Good morning.
This video is brought to you by Satco Transportation. Satco is hiring Class 1 flat deck drivers in BC and Alberta. Go to satco.ca to apply. And don't forget to use promo code JuanFan and receive an extra $100 on your first payday.
It's all right.
What did I hit?
You just cleared the roof. You're good.
I hit the roof. I hit the roof. I'm like, I hit something. You don't know my angle of the truck. I understand what you're saying. I can keep backing up, but I want the angle of the truck to be right. Big thumbs up. Nice people here. Really nice people.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Perry Ridge Paneling.
Perry Ridge Paneling in Winlaw, British Columbia. On the wrong side of the river. You're good there. You're good. Don't have to move your car. You're good.
These are the kind of places I like that we get to go to, like the little family business.
Yep.
The little places.
Out in the boonies, little family business. They have a house literally on the same yard here. And in a yard that I have no business being in.
Your trailer, at least.
Super B's a little easier in here than this trailer. Those rocks are going to be interesting there. Let's see if I can clear those rocks. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Okay, now we got to get all the way over against that garbage barrel. Nobody coming. Get the front of the truck in the ditch on the other side. There we go. And barely clear that tree. All right, we're good. As long as there's no oncoming vehicles. So we'll just take our time because we're taking the whole road. This is drop number 2 out of the 3. See my marks on the road where I came in still.
Oh, we had a car
There's
here.
a car here I had to pass. And some maneuvering. Yeah, I had no business down this road. But it works. It works. I guess this is probably Spokane River. It's not Kootenai River because Kootenai River goes towards Nelson.
I can tell the name of the creek.
Herd. I'd say Herd. Herd Creek. H-I-R-D. Yeah, he wanted to know if you could put 3 20-foot containers on this trailer. 53 feet long, no. Super B, front deck is 32 feet. With dunnage overhanging the front, you could possibly get 3 20-foot containers on a Super B. I think so.
More than likely be 2 trips. More than likely.
No, I think 3 containers would be on a Super B. You get 2 on the front and overhang it. Yeah, I think you could get 3 20-footers on a Super B.
Would it be hard to get into that yard though?
No, probably easier than this trailer, even with the containers on it. I think it'd be possible with a Super B. I told him I can't guarantee it, but I think I've seen that combo going down the highway before. Overhang the front of the trailer maximum legal mount, and then you overhang the back of the front trailer over the bridge. Oh, car. That should be alright. Kind of need space here, but no, I thought he was closer to that corner.
Spokane River.
Spokane River. I'm not gonna make that. Didn't go wide enough. Didn't go wide enough. River here is crystal clear. There we go. No, better to stop and reposition if you're not sure.
All the kids are gone.
All the kids are gone. Just had one pump their fist earlier, so I honked a little delayed. Okay, let's head to Summit. Deliver the last of this, drop the trailer off, switch to our trailer, and then come back to South Spokane and I guess Thrums. And we'll reload there and head for Rathdrum. But that was kind of cool getting to show you guys down a road you guys don't normally see. Oh, I remember I figured out how to turn the screen off.
Uh-huh.
I think just swipe down on it. I think that's what I did last time. So I gotta remember to do that when I'm at a stop sign or like this if it's a hot day and I'm worried it's going to overheat. Am I clear on your side?
Yes.
So I'm going to take the whole road for this corner. Thank you. It's good to have a passenger.
You kind of asked me around a blind corner, so you were gotten what you got.
Yeah, but still, it's good to make sure the road is currently clear.
I look at that mountain, that's pretty up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of snow on that mountain up there.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Whitney Pass, but we've been in no cell service, so it has to wait a little bit.
It snowed a lot last night. So I predict by the time we get to Cooney Pass, the road will be black and just wet.
That'd be good.
It's still 50 here, it's still 50 here, it's still 50 here. I remember Winlaw is weird that way. And it feels like you should be speeding up out of town. There's still houses here. Not that we're going to be driving 90, there's so many corners. You just do 90 between those corners. What's rattling?
You know, I've been thinking of that the whole morning.
Hey, at least I remembered to plug in the microphone today, unlike Friday. That sucked. It would be such a cool video if I had plugged in the microphone. What are you thinking all morning? What the rattling is?
Yeah.
Different rattles? Oh look, it's the camera itself. The camera itself was touching the windshield.
Makes sense now that I think of that.
Beautiful mountains in the background. That is gorgeous. The mountain is right around Castlegar. I'm not sure which side of
Yeah.
the Columbia River, but it's a mountain you don't really realize exists because you're so deep down in the valley you don't get to see that beautiful mountain. And even here you only get a couple little glimpses of it. There's a nice shot of it. It's way in the background for you guys, but hey, I'll use cruise control on this short little stretch.
Yawning already.
You're yawning already. Yeah, it was a bit of a junky night.
It was nice until it got daylight, and then
Yeah, like at 4 or 5 a.m. I picked a strategic place to stop. They've got a nice restroom there. My stomach was upset last night. I wanted access to a nice restroom. I mean, not nice. It's a pit toilet, but for a pit toilet, it's a really nice, clean pit toilet.
it's tricky.
It's taken care of.
We can rate the.
We can rate restrooms. We know every good restroom and every very, very bad restroom. So, the one at the scale is a decent pit toilet, I think, because it's at the scale. There's another rest area just north of Castlegar we could have stopped at, and that rest area, those pit toilets are gross. It's a disgusting disgusting rest area. Restrooms.
So you slept where it was kind of quiet
Yeah, it was really nice and quiet last night
until
at the
everybody,
scale, but then at 5 in the morning,
when everybody decided to go to work, the road got really busy and loud.
and
So
then
my
some
truck-
jackwagon decided to back up beside me with his beepers. Beep, 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 beep. Just said it was a Satco chip truck, so I'm like, what number? I've got a beef. Trying to sleep here. Why are you beep, beep, beep right beside my truck? So hopefully we get better sleep tonight.
It was fine until then. And then I think it was so bright out, my body was just awake.
I closed all the curtains in the truck.
I know, I'm like, I know I have to do that at night.
Do that at night when you go to bed, close all the curtains.
Does it help me when I'm
I mean,
already
you don't have to
awake?
close all of them, just the majority of them. Like the window in the roof is an obvious one to close if we want less daylight in the morning. Yeah, he asked what was underneath the tarp, because I have so many straps on that thing. So many straps over that tarp. Because what's so special underneath there? I'm like, oh, it's just an aluminum rail for a container or a chip trailer and some parts. The reason why there's so many straps is the way the tarp works on a flat load like this is super annoying. You can't really bungee it down. This tarp's not designed for a load like this, so I just laid the tarp out and threw a strap every 2 feet. So there's a massive amount of straps on this thing, but the straps is what's holding the tarp in place. The load doesn't need that many straps to hold it down. I guess we're in the South Spokane right now. Left Winlaw, now we should probably be in the South Spokane.
There's a few little villages. I don't know all the names.
Then I did my pre-trip. I have a signal light out. Of course, I'm at the scale, and the guy at the scale is watching me do a pre-trip. I'm like, great. Now he knows, I know that the signal light's out. I'm like, okay. Put it in my logbook, sent in a broke down report, and then called and then made an appointment to get her fixed, which we're gonna get. That's where we're headed right now. We're headed to the shop. I'm delivering this to the shop that's gonna fix the tail light, or the broken signal light. Like, make that appointment. Make sure there are people that know, so that way, if he decides I'm gonna pull this guy over, at least I've made an appointment to go get it corrected, because technically he could force me to park and not move the truck and have somebody come in and repair it. By the book, absolutely legal by law, he could put this trailer out of service because it's the rearmost signal light. It's just a signal light, come on. Just a signal light. How many cars drive down the highway and don't know how to use their signal lights? I'll be on the road 3 hours without a signal light. or whatever time they conked out last night. Because yesterday when I did my pre-trip at 4:45 p.m., signal lights all worked then. All that rain, that means the Satco Summit Yard's gonna be muddy.
Oh yeah.
Not muddy, but just like the type of ground we have here. Like they've got, it's all gravelly, but it's clay sticky between the gravel, and it always turns into a slipperish type of yard. No matter what you do, no matter how much gravel you put down, it always turns into that. They really need to pave this the whole yard, which is expensive. I see why they don't do it, but it is expensive. GPS says this is Spokane Park. Yeah, so basically we're on Highway 6. Highway 6. Is that technically southbound or eastbound?
I would say southbound, but I don't really know.
Hey, Popo. Good thing I slowed down for a time. See, it's easy not to be stressed out about Popo when you don't break the law in the first place. What are we doing here, bus? Okay, they're picking up a person there at the bus stop. Hey, it makes sense, huh? Excuse me. Or no excuses for you. Where's my cookies, by the way?
You didn't mention cookies.
I don't know, you sneezed.
I didn't sneeze, I coughed.
Coughed, okay. I was going to call you Sneezy, but now you're Coffee.
It's too much audiobook for you.
Yep. Listening to book number 2 in the Bobiverse. I guess that's another bus stop there. There's a person standing there. I wonder if these guys are like high schoolers going to school or something. They take the public transit. And it's too late in the day though. Although that it looks like a high schooler. It's 9 o'clock already. It's too late for high school.
Could it be a college? I don't know.
I guess he could be old enough to be graduated already, so he might be headed to college, university, or a job. I think a lot of colleges are actually done with school. Still have my power divider lock on. Don't really need it. No harm having it on, but don't really need it anymore. In that yard, I just wanted the extra traction. Okay, Garmin, you want me to go south through Castlegar, so I have to go through the scale again with a light out, when going north through Nelson is actually about 6 minutes faster. Garmin, you drunk?
No, Garmin's just not that smart.
I'm assuming you programmed it to go into Summit, but because I didn't program it.
You knew I did that because he looked at me because I was talking to her.
She was doing the voice command thing. Works pretty good when the truck's not running.
Yeah.
When the truck's running, voice command can be really tricky. Too much engine noise. Made an appointment this weekend for our truck. Jess will bring our pickup to, not this truck, our pickup to the shop next week, and I'm going to have like $1,000 bill. The part to replace is like $26, $27. The hours it takes to replace that seal is apparently several hours. And they said it might be less, might be more. One of those, sometimes this is really easy to replace and it might only take an hour or 2 hours. Sometimes it's a day job, so depending on the job, depending how hard it is, that's how big of a bill we will get. They call it the T case. It's basically, I don't know if that's a transmission case, T case. Basically splits front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, so I don't think it's the transmission case, T case. I'm not sure what it would be. It's like a splitter for the 4-wheel drive. It's the power divider. That's what I would call it. And it's leaking oil. It's been leaking oil pretty badly. And last time we had it in the shop, they said that, hey, that needs to be replaced. I'm like, I know. We're going on vacation in July. Like, might as well go pay that bill now, get that bill out of the way. That way we know how much we got left for vacation funds.
I also look at it as trade-in value stays higher if you actually.
Yeah, if you keep up on the maintenance. I mean, it's not leaking bad. You don't have to keep topping the oil up a little bit every now and then, but it's just a very slow leak. But yeah, I'd rather fix it before it's more than a slow leak. Preventative maintenance instead of driving it until it breaks. If I fix the seal now, it's just the seal. If we don't replace that seal and run it out of oil, now I'm replacing a bunch of gears and stuff inside of that case because we busted it off and out and probably had to need a tow truck back to a shop somewhere. Yeah, it's just better replacing it now, even though it's expensive. Then I told him to do a few other things right away too because I'm lazy. My weekends, I just don't have as much time as I used to do, so I asked him to change the oil in the front and rear diff as well. Something I could easily do at home, but my time is worth more than the money it costs for them to do it. Fine. You know, it looks like we've got a tour getting ready here. What kind of tour is that? That's a whitewater. Yeah, whitewater kayaking tour. So they're getting ready to go down. It's the right time of year to do whitewater because the rivers are pretty white. I think it'd be fun to do. Really cold water, you'd be wanting to wear a wetsuit.
Part of me can't do it. Part of me wants to do it. Part of me remembers Belize all.
Yeah. The little bit of white water and Belize we had pretty much broke your thumb, so just a fracture or whatever, but
I definitely tore ligaments and broke stuff. It was brutal.
it still bothers her now,
It
years
does.
later.
It does, yep. And
Hindsight, we should have gone to the hospital.
So, I'm not a huge fan of rapids.
Yeah,
In fact, kayaking ever since then has been a little
but
bit
you could
different.
go swing in a hammock and relax, or while I go kayaking too.
Yeah. I actually had a hammock in my dream the other night. I think that's kind of partly because I see the hammock that we have at home once in a while. And no place to put it.
I didn't think so. That's a really short green. I'm like, I'm probably not going to make it. All right, Garmin. You're going to have a heart attack there. Where are you going? Look, there's a little yellow Mini with white racing strips on it. Looks good. It looks like a more of a gold than a yellow. I kind of like it. A little two-door. Alright, Highway 3A headed towards Nelson.
Have you seen the elk again around here?
Elk over here?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen him here yet. I've seen a lot of elk the last weeks, but I haven't seen him here in this area yet.
I saw him when I was with you last time over here.
And they migrate through this area, so gotta watch out for them. Oh, good. We'll get there around 10, it says, around 10:05. I told them I'd be there by noon, so that works out. Between Castlegar and Nelson, there's what, 3 dams? Is there more than 3?
3 or 4 probably.
Yeah, there's
Depends
quite a
on-
few dams in this short little section. I didn't know where the Kootenai River all went to. The Kootenai River flows north in Nelson, keeps going east, and then goes south all the way to Bonner's Ferry, through Creston. It's all the same river, and then goes east again at Bonner's Ferry, turns back north, and ends up being right next to the Alberta-Banff National Park border.
It is over there.
I'm like, I didn't know that. There's this dam here, there's another one there, so at least 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 4 dams. There's another one right over there. two dams are like half a mile apart. If that, not even half a mile apart. Quarter mile apart.
I know. We should have self-service.
Bonington Falls. Used to be Bonington Falls. The dams kind of probably got rid of them, right? I guess they built the dam on the falls. The rocks there are still there for the falls. Radio on. Yesterday, someone talked to me on the CB radio. I just heard, Juan, is that you? So I went on the VHF. I'm like, yeah, where are you at? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm on the wrong radio. That was a CB radio. I'm like, why is somebody on the Canadian side asking me on CB radio? I'm like, by the time I got to the CB radio, I think I was out of range already.
Still snowing on Kootenai.
Still snowing on Kootenai Pass?
Sorry, you were talking.
Yeah. You interrupted me so rudely. So someone wanted to say hi. I don't know if it was somebody that knew me or maybe a fan on the YouTube. I don't know. I didn't realize it was on the CB radio, so I was on the wrong microphone. See another dam over there. Oh, I forgot to check. I never noticed it on the last video. If I got rid of that little blurry spot on the lens.
Sarah and I edited the last one.
Yeah, but only the last video I did would have been the fix. The Coca-Cola one. Because I extended the mount.
Okay, to see if that would.
Oh, looks like we got construction ahead. Those cones are in my lane. It's like, but I need that. I need the space.
So it looks like Kootenai got 20 centimeters yesterday. And
20 centimeters of snow.
And today's supposed to be 5 to 10 more.
Yikes. Let's get loaded and get back over top of that before it gets cold.
It's funny how you say it's cold and then you turn the heat up and then I felt cold. Like, you just said that word and I was like, okay.
It's a mind thing, right?
Yeah.
9 degrees Celsius here. It's slightly overcast.
Just where the clouds are. You can see fresh snow, but you can't really tell probably on the camera.
I guess that's it. I can speed up again. I'm confused. Confused. I don't know what that was about. Used to be a bridge over there. Never seen that there before, but there's the pillars of what used to be a bridge.
There's a train.
There is a train down there. Cool. So they run on Mondays. I think Thursdays as well. So maybe the 2 days? Or is it every, I don't know for sure, not every day. Or is it Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Yeah, train on the left hand side now because we drove over the top of it. That was the end of it. Nice little short one. I think it just goes to Nelson. I think it doesn't go any further than that.
I don't think so either.
Nelson and then heads to the U.S. Yeah, it just follows the Kootenai River to Castlegar, and then from Castlegar it just heads along the Columbia River right to through the U.S. So yeah, it doesn't go east or west in Canada. So this train line only goes to the U.S. So anything going on these trains are going to the U.S. or coming from the U.S. Then it probably heads to a yard like in Spokane or something where it drops the cars off. Trades it out for a bunch of empty ones and comes back up. The river's quite shallow here. What?
Forget to reformat that one. Battery. I can't read that.
SD card full.
Yeah.
I thought you reformatted.
No, I reformatted that camera.
Oh, I assumed you reformatted both.
No.
Okay, you got the last 15 minutes of shoulder cam only. I assumed you reformatted both if you reformatted one of them.
You put that up there. You were the one that did that.
Oh well. 15 minutes of shoulder cam
That's the right up there.
on the post. Yeah, you see all these waterfalls in places that never have waterfalls. They're seasonal waterfalls. There's actually a very beautiful waterfall coming up, but you can't really see it except for one split second out of the right-hand side window.
There's a spot to park still.
Yeah, you can park and walk to that. Yeah, there's a trail to that waterfall. Get a better view of it. Be a nice little hike. Oh, that means our audio stinks too. Because that microphone is plugged into that camera. So you guys are only going to be able to hear me. You guys will not be able to hear Jess now. Wait. I guess you can't reach the camera either, can you? I'm like, the SD card's here, you can switch to the other SD card. Should I just pull over? There's that ski area, pullover area. I'll pull over there. And we'll put this other SD card in. Make it fun editing this video. Now, I've been called out for bypassing the scale over here. Because it says open. What that says is the Salmo Creston is open. The pass over Kootenai Mountain is open. That is not a scale sign. There is no scale here.
That helps you know to take the ferry.
Yeah. You can't hear just what she said there, but she basically just said that they put that sign there so you can decide if you want to head south the way we're headed or north and take the ferry and bypass the Kootenai Mountain. Okay. Good audio again. You guys can hear Jess again.
Yeah. I feel important.
Well, some of you guys can't hear Jess, but at least I'm making an attempt. If you guys say you can't hear Jess, she's very soft-spoken. Go to her videos from 3 years ago and then complain about how well you can hear Jess. The microphone is closer to her than me. She's just very soft-spoken, so if you guys can hear her, great. If not, that's okay. Just ignore it and be good with it. We're not going to get better than we have.
No, because if I talk louder, then I sound angry. Because I feel angry, and I don't like that feeling.
Why are you angry?
Because if I have to talk louder, it makes me feel like I'm angry.
Why are you angry now? Well, you're talking louder.
I'm trying to make a point. See?
Me too.
I can't explain that feeling more than that. Or if I talk louder, I feel like I'm getting mad at people. The important thing is not to get me excited, because I talk really fast and then you can't understand me.
This is true.
It's actually been a long time since I've been on this road.
Yeah. When we get in there, could you collect all the paperwork, including the stuff that we've just got signed? It's
Yeah.
all in my laptop. Get it all in a stack so I can hand it in.
Sounds good.
You don't have to punch holes in this
Oh,
because it's not going back to the binder. That way I can hand in all my paperwork while we're here. It's good to have a co-host. She's my co-host. Professional co-host passenger. Doesn't sound right.
no, professional passenger is what I go for.
Professor passenger?
Professional. That sign always makes me think of Harry Potter.
The Waldorf School?
Yeah.
The Waldorf School is a really unique school.
Very. It's a private school.
It's a private school. And they're very restrictive.
No, I think they have an open learning program, like where you learn,
Learn at your own pace.
and it's more like learning.
And what was the cell phone rule?
I don't remember
There's-
certain things like that.
There's all sorts of rules in it, but it's a very alternative learning style school.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Which I think would work great for some kids, horrible for other kids. So, but I think it's good schools that exist because if you learn in a certain way and you can't learn in a traditional public school, and you can afford the private school, at least there's an option for that. It'd be cool if that was subsidized by the government and say, hey, obviously you're this style of learner, you should be going to this school, so if you can't afford it, you can get some kind of subsidy for it to get paid
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go to that kind of school. But don't worry, I did reformat this memory card. Not the other one. Now we need to take video off of both memory cards, and that's going to be important to remember before I reformat them again. Still quite a bit of snow down there on the
Yeah, I've been watching it.
rail. I was going to call it the KVR, but I don't know if this is actually Kettle Valley Railroad. Probably Great Northern or something like that. Either way, there's a rail to trails trail there. °6
We got up to that snow level pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's moving past to be interesting. Hopefully not too interesting. crew of logging trucks are dealing with this snow right now. Side roads. Well, honestly, sometimes logging roads are in much better condition than the highways in the winter because they have their own road clearing crew. And hopefully they're not blasting right now, or else we'll sit there for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I didn't think to look for it either.
But that's still 20 kilometers ahead. Creek looks like it's pretty full. Oh, it's actually flooding on that side. One of the culverts is blocked up.
There's two innocent looking Canadian geese there.
Yeah, two Canadians hanging out.
Oh, they look so innocent there. It wasn't us.
It's like, hey, there's a little pond here. We wouldn't have blocked that culvert. It's probably a beaver or something like that. Block the culvert to flood over the rail trails. A bit here. You did say it was still snowing on the pass, so would make sense.
It was either raining or snowing out there. I think it's probably snow the way it looked.
As long as the roads aren't slippery, I'm okay with it snowing up there. It's warm enough that they should be able to keep clearing it.
They looked clear, but they looked definitely wet, so I don't know.
Wet is okay. If it starts snowing hard enough that they can't keep it clear, then we're in trouble. Coming up to Weimer. Weimer's an interesting name. Why? Weimer. I spell Weimer. Y-M-I-R? I didn't know how to pronounce it. I'm like, until I heard someone just say it, Weimer. Okay. Simple as that, huh? Downtown of Weimer is kind of cool. It's an old, it's an old settler town. Oh, because we stopped the video there. Oh man. We gotta be close to an hour now.
Like we don't know anymore.
Because the video's I don't have a clock counting up anymore. We'll give it another minute or two and then we'll call it a day.
It sounds like your throat's going on you anyway.
I know, I don't know what's going on here. I was fine and all of a sudden I wasn't. Another nice waterfall.
That one's pretty big, yeah. A lot of small ones, but the big ones are pretty.
Puerto Rico Road.
Oh no, not this again.
And then on the other side it's Puerto Rico Weimar Road, so we're getting close to Weimar. You can't see Weimar from this road, so I don't know why we're trying to wait to there to end the video, so I guess I should just end it here. Allowed to yawn?
That makes me yawn.
That makes you yawn? Not acceptable. Alright. Yeah, we still have another 11 kilometers to the yard. And that's going to be quite, yeah. Don't make it too long of a video, so I'll let you guys know. Now you're yawning.
Sure, it makes me yawn. I told you.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support you guys give us. Thank you. We are out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.